Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
Listen up, class. It's time for a pop quiz. Just one question, and it's multiple choice, so relax. The internet is A, the greatest educational tool in the history of mankind, B, the root of all evil, C, a perfect way to waste an hour of your life. You could make a case that all three are correct and you'd get no argument from me, but let's concentrate today on option C and ponder the hour I wasted reading a blog about all the stuff we used to say back in the day and no longer do. Would that be far out or what? The piece listed scores of expressions that still sound familiar but are not spoken much these days, far out being one of them. If you missed it, bummer, man. But take a chill pill, and I'll try to bring you up to speed. Most of the slang expressions that made the list are sayings I recall, but a few were new to me. I had no idea what submarine races were, but someone more familiar than me with popular recreational endeavors half a century ago explained that a submarine race involved a couple enjoying each other's company in the back seat of a car while out of view of passers-by. Let's imagine that the young lady involved is with a guy who's not her boyfriend. If the boyfriend shows up, the young man in the back seat is cruisin for a bruisin and about to enjoy a knuckle sandwich, after which he will find himself kicked to the curb. Did we really talk like that once? We created a new cliché way back when to convey someone's unquestioning acceptance of an idea or concept. He drank the Kool-Aid, a reference to the tragedy in Jonestown, Guyana in the 1970s. Something good was totally tubular. Something really bad was grody. Except good things could be bad in certain circumstances. Man, that guy can dance. He's got some bad moves. Police are often called a lot of things, but for some reason they were often referred to last century as the fuzz. Maybe you could do me a solid and explain that one. If a person was a little out of touch with reality, he was labeled a space cadet who was out to lunch. If he lunched on cool beans, it probably was a long afternoon for his coworkers. There are other food references which found their way into our discourse. Money was bread. A sudden run of good luck might have been described as all that and a bag of chips. Sometimes we resorted to abrupt irony to make a point. I'm going to give you $100 right now. Not. The person on the receiving end of such a taunt had the perfect one-word response. Whatever. Sometimes those of us who felt a bit disenfranchised spoke of the man, which could mean the boss or the lending officer at the bank, or maybe simply the government. Regardless of how the term was used, it was seldom complimentary, although in sports, you the man was high praise. To someone who unwittingly overstated the obvious, we employed a universally recognized one-word response. Duh. So popular was this 20th century rejoinder it survives today. Its original meaning, duh, I don't know the answer, Miss Crabtree, fell out of use long ago. Well, it's time for me to split. I'm going to have to boogie on down. In other words, gotta bounce. Catch you on the flip side. In the meantime, you stay classy, Toledo.
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.